This video is brought to you by Marketer Hire.
This weekend is spring break for me, and until then, I have an astronomical amount of class coursework to catch up on and finish, which is why I thought I would do a little vlog as to how I'm going to complete all of that using my MacBook Pro 16-inch. This is a glorious device for productivity and creativity. And yeah, I thought I would show you how I literally use it for almost everything in my school and work life. So without saying much more, let's jump into things here. So as of today, Monday, February 21st at 6:50 p.m., I am at my desk with my ultra wide. This is an LG 5K2K, and I'm working on this video actually. I came up with the intro and just filmed that, which you just saw. And then I'm editing a video that I will likely post on Wednesday. And I love this display because it just allows me to just see the entire timeline. And of course, the MacBook Pro has absolutely no problem displaying this. But if I wanted to just, leave the room and just get to editing on a, dining room table or the couch or whatever, I can literally just take this and move this into the other room. So how about we go to the dining room table where I should be eating dinner, but yeah, let's just say I actually prepared dinner or something, hold on, let me just turn these lights on. There we go, that's less depressing. So here we are, we got my iPad Pro here, sorry. The video's not about you, although it's a lot about you. Most of my channel is iPad Pro content, but here we are. Here is the MacBook Pro with the same timeline, same Final Cut window, and I just love being able to work on anything I want to, photo-wise as well. Let me just pull up the thumbnail to this video. Actually, I already created it. Let's open it up here. Here we go. Too good. Or excuse me, this is the last video, pardon me. But yeah, just like the amount of space I have to work here is just so nice. It's not an iMac, but it's definitely not a 13-inch display or 14-inch display. The extra 2 inches makes a huge difference in my opinion. So I can do photo editing, I can do video editing, and of course I can do content planning, especially with 2 windows as well. So I can open this up right here. So this is like a school window. This is especially helpful for school assignments. I can bring this over here and then do that. So I have so much work or workspace to work with, especially with 2 windows, which is great if you are, in school, hating your life, trying to balance, work and school, or school and school, or work and work in my case. But real quick, before we continue with the video here, I have a brief message from today's sponsor, Marketer Hire.
So you run a business and you pour hours into your craft, but you can't seem to find enough time to properly market what you have to offer yourself, and or you can't hire somebody full-time to take care of that for you. With Marketer Hire, you have access to the world's best marketing freelancers that suit your needs specifically. There's no risk involved, as Marketer Hire lets you rematch with as many of their marketers as you'd like, completely free. According to a Harvard study, 60% of companies find value in renting talent, with HelloFresh being one that was very pleased with the talent Marketer Hire connected them with. Regardless of the marketing project or task at hand, they can connect you as well with an individual or team you need to accomplish it.
And again, thank you Marketer Hire for sponsoring today's video. I'll leave a link in the video description if you're interested in checking them out. marketerhire.com/Noah.
And here is me in school doing something I'm not supposed to be doing in my finance class, like half the people in there. And then here's me in my history class taking notes with Google Docs. But pretty soon after, I decide to prepare for a presentation that's happening later in the day. I'm doing an HR presentation, or will be doing an HR presentation on Logitech. And here is me in that very class preparing to present the history of Logitech portion of my presentation. I later plug my MacBook into the HDMI port at the front of the room and project it onto the 2 or dual projectors in the room. It went pretty well, but I didn't want to ask anybody to record that because it's kind of embarrassing. And then here is me at home doing some history homework. We had to copy down written testimony from like the 1870s or whatever into Google Docs in my case. And my MacBook really suffices when I don't have a lot of equipment to use, like monitors and stuff. Currently studying for finance right now, watching a YouTube video with it on the right, and then I'm just taking notes, some Excel functions or whatever on the left. So you can see here, IRR, whatever the hell that means. And yeah, we're just having a blast here on a Wednesday night. But yeah, here are my notes that I'm going to use tomorrow on my exam, which you'll probably see pretty soon in this video. And Probably gonna get a solid 12% on it, but it's fine, honestly.
Now I'm gonna do some course or peer evaluations that I have to do for a class. It's like part of the midterm that's due before we go on spring break. So I'm gonna sit on the couch and do it because it's super comfortable to just sit back like this and get to work rather than sit at a desk all the time. That's what I love about having the MacBook Pro and having a screen this big. It allows me to do like iMac or like desk setup type work on the go and just on the couch like this.
We are plugged in for the night. I just finished up my peer evaluations and now I'm gonna go play some Warzone with my PC that I have and completely ignore the cables. I've already been in enough trouble for cable management. All right, it's Friday and the last of my pre-spring break schoolwork is coming to an end. I'm taking my take-home midterm that was given in one of my human resources classes. So I'm in the middle of typing basically an 8-page paper based on, stuff I have to read about and just different questions about the course. That's why I have all of my slides from the class combined here so I can use the command F, our search presentation feature, to find key terms and stuff. So I'm in the middle of that. And then once this is done, I'm gonna export it as a PDF and submit. Also too, I'm just cleaning my vacuum, that's what that is. But yeah, love the MacBook Pro's display here. It is big enough to where I can just sit here comfortably in my living room and get work done on this huge canvas here without having to resort to plugging into a monitor. And if I was on the go too, if I was at a coffee shop or a restaurant, this is really nice as well. I have a lot of space to type out here, and I have a lot of space to view content in PowerPoint here. So love that I can work on the go, whether it comes to creative work or schoolwork like this. All right, now I'm shooting the thumbnail for this video with the laptop here. You'll see how it comes together in a minute, but I already took a couple pictures, so I am going to take this away. We're going to plug it into my external monitor here really easily, one little cable. And once we're connected, I am then going to take the SD card out of my camera, turn it off, and watch this, it's crazy. It's just unprecedented. We're gonna plug it into the computer. Haven't been able to do that for many, many years. And we'll take a look here. We'll go into Finder. We'll go into my folders here. And we'll go all the way down. And here we are. Look, if I can even preview. Not yet, maybe. Hello? Pressing space. We'll preview not open. We'll do open with preview. Here we are. We can view it on this display, which is just gorgeous. And of course I can drag it up to here, which is probably more ideal. And yeah, this is a raw image that I'm going to correct, and then I'm going to actually edit myself into the screen, as you will see here. But yeah, first step is to superimpose the display because I can't have all of this here. But yeah, this image looks good. It's detailed. I removed most of the dust, or as much dust as I could. And yeah, I'll show you in a second here how this turns out. All right, here we are sometime later here, and this is what the thumbnail is gonna look like. I don't have anything displayed on this screen, although I have it open, but I'm using the MacBook's keyboard and trackpad to sort of work on this. I actually don't have my mouse open or around right now, funnily enough, but the trackpad really suffices. I like the precise input here. It's big, and yeah, I just sort of pinch and zoom and all of that, and I'm just working on this right here, sort of making things look as good as they can. So maybe this is what the final thumbnail will look like, or there'll probably be some changes. I'm working on getting the bottom of the MacBook here look a little bit more smoothed out, more matched with the background. I'm trying to get the fake shadow that I put here at my feet look a little better, but yeah, I mean, it's only gonna look so good, but this is the closest I think we're gonna get to seeing it finish, at least in this video, but you'll see. But yeah, this is a great device here. If I really want a better look at the thumbnail, of course I can open it up here, and I think turn up the brightness, and this display is just gorgeous. A little more higher contrast than this display, I would assume. This LG 5K 2K is great, but it's only so good. But yeah, this is sort of like a reference monitor if I want it to be, of course, a high refresh rate one too. And if I really wanted to, and like eat dinner or work somewhere else, I can just carry on like this, like so, on this really massive display here. It's so much easier to work in Photoshop with a 16-inch display rather than a 13 or 14-inch display. You have a little more area for your UI and tools to show up. And yeah, I'm really enjoying editing my thumbnails with this device as well. All right, now we're video editing, and I need to drag in a bunch of clips that I airdropped from my iPhone to my Mac into Final Cut Pro. So I'm gonna drag them into here, And boom, there they are. And yeah, I'm now free to use this monitor to video edit, and this, once again, down here to look on Safari for any images that I might need, or research or whatever, or a document that I'm sort of going off of to dictate the sort of timeline or whatever. But yeah, I like to use this window a lot for navigating Finder, which is pretty nice. And that is about it, everyone. I got to get this video online tonight, so it's ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow morning at like 3, I'm waking up to prepare to get on a flight to New York City with 2 of my high school best friends. So we're going to have a fun little spring break trip, and I'll keep you posted about that. I'll probably post on Instagram. Follow me on there if you haven't already. Links in the description. Also, check out my link to Marketer Hire as well down there too. And as always, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one.